what was it? It was the summation from I equals 1 to n of what? F of A plus times delta x, right? So you need to remember that formula.
Sorry.
You have them?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay. You need to remember that formula, okay, because that's the formula that they're going to use most of the time. They could use the other two. They could use the left or the midpoint. As long as they put that limit there, it's still technically equivalent to that integral, right? But I think for simplicity, they just always go with the right-handed one. Right, so we're going to focus on that. The first thing you need to do to help eliminate answer choices is find that delta x. So we should all know how to find delta x, right? So number one is to look for that delta x. And how do I get it? B minus A over N. So for example, this first one here, okay, what would be my delta x for this problem?
2 over n.
2 over n. So I know that when I'm looking for my answer choice, it better have a 2 over n where? Right there. Like this one has a 2 over n, but there's probably another one that has 2 over n, so that might not be the answer, right? Okay? So we gotta look for something else, right? The second thing you gotta look for is that a plus I delta x. Okay? That's gonna be equivalent to the x value that they have here. X is going to be A plus I delta x. Now, it might not be I, it might be a K, it might be a J, it might be some random letter. It all depends on what letter they put where. Right there in the summation. So in these, it's going to be J. You understand?
Yeah.
Where do I get the A from? From the limit, right? So here the bottom limit is what? 1. So what is the x value going to be here that I need to replace that with? 1 plus, they're using j, so it's going to be what?
J.
2 over n times j?
Yeah.
Could it be 2j over n?
Yes.
So all of this has to go right there. We didn't work them out like this because we worked them out always in function notation, right? But if I said find f of, what was it? 1 plus 2j over n, you would have to get that and plug it into the formula. So in this case, f of x is 4x squared plus 2. You understand?
Yeah.
You would get all of this and you would put it in there in place of that x. So if I do those two things, which of them would be the answer, the one that would match to this integral here? What do you think it would be? Letter D? Does it have that 2 over n on the outside? Does it have this plugged inside of there for the x? And it follows the formula, right? 4 that squared plus 2. Right, so that function matches with this one. So this limit is equivalent to this integral. You understand? Yeah? You need to be able to do that. Try the next one. What's going to be my delta x here? 3 over n, 5 minus 2 over n. All right. What's going to be my x that I'm going to replace this with? A plus 2 plus
3 over n j.
3 over n times j, or 3j over n, right? So all of this has to go right there. So which one matches with that one? C?
Yeah.
Got the 3 over n out here. 2 plus that to the third plus 1.
Plugging in x.
Perfect. So it's letter what? C. Get the hang of it? Yeah? Alright. So go to your packet on your mock exam, and I want you to look at number 30.
Ever since that went to right
I put them over there already. Look at number 30. And let's see what you got. See if you can do it now. That's the exact same type of problem. What's my delta x going to be on this one?
Wait, was it
3 over n. So which one goes away? A and C. Boom. If I got to guess, my chances are that much better. What is that x going to be that we're going to replace in here? 2 plus 3k over n. So I know my answer is going to be what? Letter D. Boom. Quick. So instead of having 2 people get it right because they guessed, I better have all 33 of you get it right because you knew what you were doing, right? Okay? That is not hard at all, right? And it was the same thing we did when we talked about it, but I never presented it in terms of the actual function. I always left it in terms of f. That's something that I'll remember to do next year and switch it up. Okay? So I gave you some problems there to practice. There's some in the back, okay? 2 more. To make sure that you really have this down, okay? Because I don't want you to get that question wrong. Are we good? Super easy? All right. Get her done. Okay, make sure I get you the packet back.